so much, and welcome to Winter Tech.
Thank you. I was asked to share some perspectives on digital therapeutics, and I have a very, very broad definition, and I will hopefully you'll walk away with at least some insights into that definition when we're all done here. Silicon Valley has a definition. I don't know if any of you have seen it, but here it is.
Would you be interested in a device that links to your smartphone and lets you know even before it happens whether you're having a panic attack or a heart attack?
Yeah.
Okay, here's how panic attack works. You wear this on your finger all day and it tracks your vitals. Or, if that's too embarrassing, there's also a Bluetooth suppository, and that goes right where you think it goes. And that comes with a retrieval kit.
In my mind, digital therapeutics are any combination of molecule, software, hardware that you can use to provide a therapeutic benefit. This is an extension of the Internet of Things, or the Internet of Medical Things, really, as what we've seen today, and especially when you look at the pharmaceutical area, it's the Internet of Connected Drugs. So why is pharma moving in this direction? Why are we actually going to see connected drugs at scale and volume? And it's actually quite simple. Chris Viehbacher, the former CEO of Sanofi, came up with a very simple rule internally for Sanofi, which says every product shall have a digital strategy, or an explanation to the CEO why not. It's a very powerful statement. He then went on to explain why. We have to know the data to figure out whether this drug is appropriate for an individual. And we have to have the data to collect the outcomes to show whether our drug did any good. And increasingly, we have to have the data to go to the payer to justify either the price or to take on a risk-based payment mechanism. In other words, we need the data for our business model. Or, as he said it in another way to his entire employee base, your paycheck depends on it. But I added another reason, which is the more blatant commercial reason. If you digitize a drug product, you can use it to make more sales. The drug industry likes to talk about it in the terms of compliance. I like to talk about it in the sense that you can make people eat more of their product. Making them eat more product, being more compliant, means you sell more product. If you sell more product, you have a better chance, and if you make it easy, you can get more refills and reorders. It's a very, very basic function. So by digitally connecting products, you can make things, you can bring elements of convenience and effectively Amazonize your product and make it easy to say, I would like some more. So what are we talking about here? Here's an analogy that comes from one of my clients, Flex. It's in Flextronics. We have a delivery device, the coffee cup. We have the drug, the coffee. It's a non-connected combination product. You've all had it this morning, probably. The connected product adds connectivity to it. It adds cloud-based services in the background. It adds AI, machine learning, and any number of other things. Really, at the end of the day, this is a metaphor for what's happening in the drug industry as we add those elements of processing to create a product that becomes smarter, that becomes more convenient, that becomes more therapeutic, and becomes more assistive to not only the patient, but to the patient's practitioner. So when you think about collecting that data, you now have the opportunity to bring forward insights about, obviously, those patients and their consumption of your data. You can integrate that to get real-time insights, and you can get data that's going to be helpful for those very reasons that I described as the pharmaceutical industry reaches a change in their business model where they're asked to warranty their products. In other words, get paid for products that actually work for the patients that will actually work on or for the benefit thereof. I apologize, I'm literally not touching the button. So at the end of the day, I like to talk about convenience as being the glue. If you can bring convenience into your product using connectivity and digitization, you've got a chance to then take on the other elements of improving the clinical elements, improving the quality of the therapy. But I like to say you need to bring the convenience to the parties first to the table, whether that be the patient, the patient's family, or the practitioners, and all of the above. Certainly we're going to see that play out with Amazon. As Amazon enters into the marketplace, it's going to be all about convenience, as you all know. And that's going to play out in many ways. They've got many tools to take advantage of, whether it's the dash button, whether it's Alexa, whether it's video teleconferencing, et cetera. Amazon comes with a really nice tool set to answer that convenience. And so we really will be in the bathroom saying, Alexa, thank you for reminding me to take my drugs, and by the way, I would like some more. I wanted to expand to one other concept in digital therapeutics, because I wanted to expand your mind to just one of the areas I'm working on, and that's digital practitioners. Why hire a doctor if you can make a computer be a doctor? I'm going to show you some technology that's out of USC. You're going to see it in the context of an interview between Matt Lauer. Sorry, I couldn't replace Matt. You're going to have to just accept it for the moment. Along with a Holocaust survivor. What you're going to see is a hologram of a real person, but it's completely computerized, that's completely conversational. When you see this, I want you to think about how you could apply this into medicine, into coaching environments, into education environments, think genetic counseling, diabetes education, and understand that the US Army already uses this technology for psychological counseling, where the soldiers get to choose a real psychologist or a virtual psychologist for up to 10 hours of psychological counseling. This is about the idea of leveraging 1 to tens of thousands as opposed to a one-to-one relationship between patient and provider. And in the case of the US Army, in case you're concerned, 3/4 of the Army soldiers choose virtual over real when offered the choice.
So David, this is the man that I've flown across the country to meet.
Yeah, that's right.
Is there anything that I can't ask him?
Why don't you ask him that?
Is there any question you can't answer?
I have no comment about rap music.
Neither do I. It's amazing. It's almost haunting that he is looking directly into my eyes.
Yeah, this new technology and the person himself will come through, as you'll experience.
I quickly forget that I'm talking to a recording of Pincus, and I'm drawn into his stories about the family he lost and his twin sister with the golden hair.
Is there one thing that stays with you more than anything else about the Holocaust?
I mean, the thing that pains me more than anything else, I can't remember anything about my sister. Before the war, during the war, what she looked like. There's just one thing left. That's the braid.
Pincus, do you have any regrets?
I regret my family, my surroundings, my life.
His ability to answer my questions is incredibly powerful.
Think about that technology. Think about this question in the future. Will doctors prescribe the app, or will the app prescribe the doctor? Think about what you just saw and the fact we could virtualize the key opinion leader in a drug therapy area. Or perhaps even better, let's say we're talking about BRCA, breast cancer, that what we actually do is turn Angelina Jolie into the doctor and use the power of celebrity to converse our message, our education to the patient. I want you to think about those. Those are all digital therapies. Thank you very much for the time today.
Thank you so much.